Everybody, it's Rachel Lisk. I am here at the Lewis County Fairgrounds, and we are, as you can see, getting really excited about Fair Week next week. Lots going on here behind the scenes. We have Coleman's Brothers setting up for the week and lots of food vendors setting up, so we thought we would take you around and show you some things that are happening and talk about the fair.
All right, so for everyone, most people are familiar, the fair is always the third week of July, so What are the actual dates the fair is running this year?
It is July 18th through 22nd.
Okay.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay, so we're here on the Wednesday before Fair Week, and it's a little unusual. Usually when we come over for our fair preview interview, we don't have Coleman Brothers here yet, so they're here setting up this week.
Yeah, so they are here setting up. That gives them a little bit of a break in between their shows. They came from Connecticut, so we're happy to have them here and setting up early and being able to have some downtime.
Should make things a little bit smoother than trying to cram all the setup into 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, it's nice, so they can
for sure
take some time.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what's going on. What's new at the fair this year? This is your 202nd year here at the Lewis County Fair.
A lot of the same fan favorites. We have the parade, harness racing, big cheese auction. We have all the grandstand entertainment is all the same, so that's all fun. We have some new food vendors that we're excited about, loaded fries, and we have an ice cream person under the pavilion that does like rolled ice cream, so we're excited about that. Some new vendors that are selling some new things. So, and then this year for our free entertainment, we have a dog agility act, and they jump off a dock, and they're all rescue pups, so we're really excited about that. And then we will have glass blowing demonstrations up by the taffy stand, so we will have up to five or six pieces a day that are created for us to keep and possibly auction off at the end of fair.
So you guys always do a great job with the free events and keeping them fresh and updated, and so it's generally not the same thing every year. You guys kind of do something different, so that's interesting that you have the dogs and the what was the other, the glass blower.
Glass blower, yeah. So we're excited to offer something new and different.
Like in years past, you had the butterfly tent.
Correct.
You've had like all kinds of different things. So racing pigs.
Yeah. Last year we had the agricultural,
was there like a robot or
magic show, and he also had a strolling car who would walk through. We've had.
Very cool.
Yeah, so lots of other fun things.
So each day during the fair is themed. So you guys will open up with your grand opening on Tuesday. That kicks off with your opening ceremony. You've already mentioned, but I think it's worth mentioning again, the cheese auction is always a great fundraiser for youth agriculture programs here in Lewis County.
Yeah, so that is right after opening ceremonies at 10:30, and we always have a huge turnout for that, and they raise a ton of money for the dairy industry building, who then make sure they donate that out to the kids who work in dairy throughout the year. So that's always really nice. And then
goes towards scholarships, the calf enhancement program where some of the kids get a calf.
Correct.
And they'll be showing off their calves during the cheese auction.
Yeah, they do that. That's real. Yeah, they're super cute to see.
Yeah.
And they do a really good job. So that's really program.
We do encourage people to come out and support the cheese auction, well, the fair in general, but especially the cheese auction and the youth agriculture programs here in Lewis County.
And we like a big thank you to Kraft for helping us put that on too. They sponsor the cheese and Okay, and then also on Tuesday, the other big, huge event is the Firemen's Parade. So that's gotten, quite a reputation here in Lewis County. It's a fan favorite, something that people look forward to every year. So any changes with the parade this year? We are having a special guest for our Grand Marshal, so be on the lookout for that. Look up and not out. I'll give you that little tip.
All right.
But yeah, that'll be fun. We have lots of different people who are signed up to participate in that. So, and then fireworks at 10:30ish afterwards. So we always love parade.
And the parade always kicks off right around at 7 p.m. Goes right through town. By the time it gets down here to the fairgrounds, a little later, but you can see it pass through the grandstand at the end.
They get announced at the grandstand and recognized there too. So if you're not in it, you're at it. Is what I say.
Generally, And we usually do a live stream of the fair parade too. That is pretty well viewed too. So if you can't make it out, you can usually catch a version of it online.
If you want to watch it back.
or if you want to watch it back, or if you're in the parade and didn't get to see it. Lots of people use that link. So, okay. So Wednesday, what do we got going on Wednesday? What's the theme for Wednesday?
Is Dairy Day, and our first of 2 Children's Days.
Okay.
So we have, my cheat sheet here. We do a horse show. Out of field tractor pull starts at 9, and that's for the farmers in town bring their tractors in and do those pulls. They love that, and that's a free grandstand act. We have our baby show awards ceremony at 11. The Dairy Princesses do a giant sundae at the Dairy Industry Building at 1. Coleman's Brothers opens at 2, and then the youth building has all sorts of fun things going on, and then we do Children's Day prizes at 4:30. So that's always a well-attended thing for the kids. We give away some really cool things.
Okay. And what's the grandstand event that night?
That is the truck pull. So that is the 4x4 truck pull. Yep.
Okay. And what are the grandstand events outside of the concert on Friday night? Are they all generally the same admission?
So the 4x4 truck pull is $15 adults, 10 for kids.
Okay.
Thursday for the truck and tractor pull is 20 for adults, 15 for kids. Tyler Farr is 40 trackside, 35 grandstand, and the demo derbies are $20 for both shows. For adults, 15 for kids.
Great memory.
Yeah.
Had all that in memory. Great. And can people still buy tickets online this year? Are you encouraging that, or do they get them at the fair office
either
as well?
one.
Okay.
So you can buy now online through our website. We're really recommending people go to www.lewiscountyfair.org and go to the link provided here to ensure that you're getting the correct tickets, because there have been some resellers out there, especially for the Tyler Farr tickets, and we don't want people to be paying more than they need to.
Okay.
Or you can buy night of, week of. You just come to the treasurer's office and do that.
Okay. And what's the theme on Thursday? What's going on Thursday?
Thursday is Healthy Aging Day, so we have lots of activities for our seasoned adults, and we have lots of bands and things going on in the Leroy Nichols building. There's cloggers, there's Friends of God, there is the other band that plays, I can't think of the name of it, who opened last year for Jody Messina, or for Nelson Brothers. Nelson Brothers.
Okay,
Please
yeah, very popular. Yeah.
Yeah, Nelson Brothers is coming, so we're excited about that. And then we have our puzzle competition at 3:30. So the top 6 from our preliminary rounds will be competing for first place puzzle champion. So
perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And so what's the itinerary, and what's going on Friday? What's Friday's theme?
So Friday is our second Children's Day, and we have another horse show, lots of animal things happening all week.
Oh, for sure.
We're a huge agricultural fair. We pride ourselves on a full horse barn this year, a full small animals building this year, a full, as always, cattle barns, plural. So that's exciting. But we have the spelling bee, we have the Holstein show, a rabbit show, a KV show, and then of course Coleman Brothers opens at 2. They have a wristband special every day. As always, the youth building will have lots of fun things for the kids to do. They're doing a marshmallow challenge that day, and then prize giveaways.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
And then Tyler Farr
is Friday night, so that's the big Friday night concert.
Yeah, I'm excited.
When do the gates open for that? When do
6.
people get to start? Okay, and then the concert starts at 8?
7:30.
7:30.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so and you still have tickets are available and on sale for that. And again, go to the website lewiscountyfair.org, or you could stop right here at the fair office and get them from the treasurer's office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then Saturday.
Saturday's final day.
Final day.
Yep.
So that's family day.
Okay.
So we see a lot of families that day. People are off from work. We have another horse show, a dog show, which is really popular. So that's 4-H and open. So if a dog that you want to show off your skills, you are free to sign up till Friday, a fair week for that. And then 2 demolition derbies. So the first one is at 1, and the second one is at 6.
Okay.
So if you pay for the 1 o'clock show, you can get into the 6 o'clock show show as well. So make sure you take advantage of that. Rides open at 2, and then we have returning is our mullet contest. We're very excited about that. So that's at 3, and I thought I was stepping on that. So this year we combined the 2 classes. We had 2 mullet contests last year, one on Friday and one on Saturday, but now we have one giant one, so 13 and under and 14 and over. And that's at 3 o'clock in the Leroy Nichols building, and we're really excited to have that for the second year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and we covered the grandstand events for Saturday are the demolition derbies. So
yes.
Always very popular.
2 more things I would like to add. One is we do our talent show on Monday night, so it's a little fair preview.
Okay.
6 o'clock in front of the grandstand, weather permitting. That has changed since COVID, but also to not compete with the tractor pull. So that used to be on Thursday evening, and it would get relatively loud. So we like to have it in front of the grandstand. So we're excited about that. 6 o'clock, free grandstand if you want to come down and check it out. And then also on Tuesday, I want to just talk about harness racing too. That is an event that we have free on the grandstand at 12, starts at 12:30, and that is just something that the fair has been doing for a really long time, and it's a tradition that a lot of people are still really proud of. So
you just kick things off with a free grandstand event on opening afternoon. And, while people are waiting for the midway and other things to get opened up that day, and just something to do.
It's fun to see the horses run by with the carts and stuff.
Okay, and let's just talk, we went through each day, kind of what the themes are and what the activities are and things like that. Let's talk about too, so we do have the Forest Park Pavilion. So inside the pavilion, you'll see lots of vendors, organizations and things like that, where you can get more information and buy some goods, things like that. And then you have your whole ag building alley, I'll call it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys call it. All of your barns. So, everybody is encouraged to go up there. You can go into the horse barn and see the horses. I think you mentioned that. I think last year you had a brand new barn for the cows, which they kind of always been under a tent.
Yes, we've had that for a couple years now. So make sure you check out the Overflow barn. It's a really nice building. We have the
small animal building.
A small animal building. We have a dairy industry building with a dairy museum. We have our antique building up past the taffy stand. That is excellent to look at. All sorts of stuff up there from years past for Lewis County and the fair, so that's fun. And then we also are offering a low sensory area for individuals who need to just take a time out. If the fair is very overstimulating, it's loud, it's a lot of people, a lot of lights, and smells, so we have a spot for them to just take a minute, and that will be in with the baby room in the pavilion, the skating area, so where kids go to put their skates on, so it'll be in there. And special thanks to Public Health for really helping us do that. We are also going to have, for the kids that might need, or adults that might need to get the wiggles out and quiet isn't for them, but they need to have some more space, we're going to have a chalk obstacle course, and that will go along the back path of from the antique building to past the playground. So we'll be working on that early next week too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And one of the things, so we talked about, all your favorite food vendors are going to be back, a couple new ones this year. And one of the fundraisers that helps fund the fair every year is you guys doing the lemonade and the strawberry shortcakes this year?
Yes.
Okay. So that's right here at the Forest Park Pavilion. You come up and you can get your strawberry shortcakes and your lemonade, and all the funds from that actually go to it's a fair fundraiser, correct?
Yep. And speaking of fundraisers, you will probably see around the fairgrounds, especially at the fair vendors, we will have donation bins out for our grandstand project. So we are raising money because August 1st we are starting our grandstand projects. It is $500,000 to restore what needs to happen to make the building safe and historical. It is safe now. Right. I just want to reiterate that it is safe now. We have made changes to make sure it is safe for us for a couple years, but we are going to be working on it starting this summer after fair. So if you have a couple extra bucks, if you want to put in the donation bin. We really encourage you to do that. We also have a GoFundMe. You will see the QR code throughout the fair. If you want to come in and write a big old check, you are more than welcome to do that too at the treasurer's office. So.
And what a great time to remind people of the value and importance of the grandstand and the fairgrounds, and yes. If everyone gives a couple of bucks, that adds up quickly. So that really makes sure.
It really does. I mean, we have had some great support through our letter writing campaign. We have a couple of grants through Pratt Northam and New York Community Foundation, and the county has given us money, so we're very thankful for all of those. But it's a lot of money, so anywhere we can get some more help is very much appreciative. Just remember that the grounds is used every day. There's somebody here, and especially in the summer, there's a lot of other things going on. So
and it's beautifully manicured, all kinds of beautiful flower gardens and things around.
We're very proud of how pretty our grounds are. Lots of free entertainment too.
And that takes place right in the entertainment island. So we'll throw up a link to the schedule and things like that, so people can take a more detailed look at that.
And it is online. Our brochure is online, and there will be brochures. There are some around town, and there will be some in the information booth.
Okay. And another thing that I highly recommend is the if you're an ice cream person, the Dairy Princess team and the Dairy Princess Committee. I'm not sure
Dairy
exactly what they're called. They'll be up in the dairy building, and they always have milkshakes and ice cream cones and all kinds of ice cream and things like that they sell as a fundraiser as well. So you'll notice, at various, I think like outside the bathrooms, the Hockey Association usually sells bottles of water. So you'll see some local organizations around doing some fundraising
we have
as well.
a great team of volunteers. So hockey is doing our parking. The class of 2024, Lewis County Laval class of 2024 is doing our grandstand scanning.
Very nice.
We have a huge board of directors that put their heart and soul into this fair all year round, but of course, this week and next week especially, and the fair couldn't run without them. So
and if you have a question or want to thank them, you'll see them all walking around in yellow polo shirts
you can't
during
miss
the fair.
us. And then we just initiated, this will be their second year, the Junior Fair Board too, and they have been just over the moon helpful. So I appreciate all of them as well.
And they came up with the idea for the mullet contest.
Where would we be?
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you, Rachel. We know that, pulling off a fair on an annual basis takes a lot of work, and it's kind of a year-round thing. So it's, something that many people look forward to for once a week every summer. And for you, it's kind of like a year-round job in making sure, everything comes together and everything's planned and everything, goes off without a hitch. So we appreciate your time and look forward and hope you have a beautiful week of weather for Fair Week.
I'll see everybody then.
All right. Thanks, Rachel.